as loud as this baby is in this clip, I'm going to go outside with the baby.
Let's call this screeching.
I'm going to say now, even before my unborn child is born, that if the baby is screaming like this, I am going to have respect for other customers and go, oh, until this is a bit better, I'm going to get them out of this room. I don't think that's a bold take.
No, not at all.
No.
So here's the clip again. Go ahead.
So this gentleman here is telling me to tell my 8-month-old to stop screaming because he has sensitive ears. I know it's loud, but he's an adult. He can leave, and he chooses not to leave. He's choosing me to tell me to take my baby out because he has sensitive ears. She's a child, sir. It's not me. I didn't do anything.
No, I get it. It sucks for everybody. I'm not saying it didn't suck for the mom, it ain't sucking for the kid, obviously. But everybody in that restaurant is hearing a screeching, screaming baby. And I don't disagree with the person. And you know what? It took Nads to go say something because I don't think I would have.
Oh, yeah, I definitely wouldn't.
I'd have just been like, somebody please do it. But no, I'm telling you, if that's happening and the kid's that loud, I'm walking it outside. Out of respect for everybody else in the restaurant. Eddie?
Look, I have kids. I have 4 kids. And this is annoying.
Clarify that you've had babies, though, because clearly that's a prerequisite.
Yeah. I've had babies. And I've been in that situation, and it was tough. I remember one time my wife and I, we hadn't gone to a restaurant in like forever, and we had a newborn. And we were like, let's just go to Chili's. We're going to do it. And we went to Chili's, and he started crying loud. And we ordered, and we were like, it's okay, it's okay. Didn't look like anyone was bothered by it. After like 15 minutes, people started getting bothered by it. We're like, let's just go. Take it to go. And we left.
And the crying, I feel, is a bit different than that. That is a roller coaster scream.
Yeah. That's like,
I don't feel like I'm being some crazy, bold take, anti-baby person by saying there's a level that everybody just understands and lets it go. And is it a bit uncomfortable? Yeah. But then there's that. I think it's the parents' responsibility to take that kid outside until that doesn't happen anymore. That's all.
Yeah.
Sorry you haven't had a baby, Amy.
I know. Wow. I was like, well, thanks for reminding me. I wasn't able to get pregnant.
so you can't talk.
Wow.
Tried for years and adopted older children after the fact. I was close at one point.
They got you. What do you mean? You were close.
What do you mean?
What?
Well, there was a couple times we thought maybe I was pregnant, remember? And then we were doing a domestic adoption with a baby, and we were this close to getting matched with a pregnant mom, and she had chosen us, like she liked our profile, but then ended up falling through. And then that's when we moved to international older kids from Haiti.
No, I know. You said it like you were close to having.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. That's pretty close to having a baby.
No, like being pregnant.
Yeah. But I mean, I was, yes. And we would have had like a newborn baby because we were originally doing a domestic newborn adoption.
Yeah, and that'd have been different because you would have had a.
And then I would have had
newborn.
experience with screaming.
And you could have talked about this.
Yes. Granger in Arkansas is on the phone right now. On line 1, related to the Mark Sanchez story. Granger, you're on. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, I am calling, about the Mark Sanchez thing. I actually had a story kind of like that, obviously not near as intense as his, but when I was in college, I was not a huge partier, but would go out occasionally and had a night where I definitely had one too many and woke up the next day in a jail cell and remember absolutely nothing. I was arrested for a public intox and have no clue what happened that night.
Now that I cannot speak to at all.
That's great.
Because I've never been drunk, nor do I think I will be drunk. Like I will be having a baby. So I don't really have a when I'm drunk. Yeah, to me, that's a crazy and a feeling I don't understand of waking up and not remembering what you did, and you could have done some bad stuff.
Well, I mean, he was in jail, but like, why?
Public intox.
Yeah.
I know, but what?
Acting a fool.
Did you pee on
in
something
public.
or
Yeah,
what?
what'd you do?
Throw a chair off a bar?
Now, I was told I threw up in the cop car, actually. But yeah, Dixon Street got the best of me.
So you threw up in a cop car, but you were already arrested.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I don't know what I did before. I mean, my friend said I was super friendly. I was just outside of, I guess, a fraternity house, and they picked me up. Well, I believe I was 20 at the time, so I was underage.
Oh, so that's
Minor.
Yeah, but you had to be doing something
He's
at 20 to get the attention.
I was just friendly and outside, and they picked me up.
I was out just giving homeless people money, and
Yeah.
that's a crazy feeling. Granger, was it weird? Like, did you wake up and were you kind of like scared or confused? Because I would think in a non-traditional wake-up environment, like a lot of your world would be confused.
No, absolutely. I was so confused. It was, I mean, a lot of time has passed now, so, we've moved past it, but definitely not my finest moment, of not happy about that decision. But yeah, I woke up totally confused out of my mind. I had no clue where I was. I just saw like a toilet with a water fountain on top of it and was like, oh gosh, I got to sober up and figure out where the heck I am. And had to bail myself out. So
That's funny. Well, I'm glad that you're now on the straight and narrow, and thanks for the call, man.
yeah, y'all have a good day.
All right, see you, buddy. Let's go to Andres in Texas, who wants to talk about this. Andres, you're on.
Morning, studio.
Morning.
Hey, I just want to say I totally agree with you, Bobby, in that situation, that baby crying. Newborn, totally understandable, right? 'Cause that's a newborn. But if you have a baby 1 year and older, I would say screaming at the top of their lungs like that. I think it is the responsibility of the parent to remove that child from the situation, because it's not their responsibility to have to listen to that also. So totally agree with you. I'm a father of 3 boys, right? 2 under 2, so I totally understand where this lady's coming from. But yeah, if that happened to me, I am getting up immediately and walking out with my baby.
Yeah, again, I'm not saying babies shouldn't cry, because they should. You know
Yeah.
what? Bold take. Babies should cry.
Yeah, your baby is going to scream like that at some point.
Yes.
Yes.
Or even cry, and you shouldn't have to pull every crying baby from every public place. But there becomes a level of that screech where everybody else is paying for their meal and it shouldn't ruin their meal.
Yeah. I think the problem in the clip is she's acting like this guy is ridiculous. She even calls him an adult and that he's an adult. He can leave. Well, I think what we're saying is, well, you're the adult here that is in charge of the scream baby. So you actually should be the one leaving. It's blowing my mind that that's not registering with some people.
Well, I don't even care about the clip anymore. I'm mad at Miss Jamie Lee.
The DM.
Yes, who said, you just wait, and Amy never had a baby.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that's mostly where my beef is. You guys can call us, though, 877-77-BOBBY. We do not have to talk about this specifically. 877-77-BOBBY. Dolly's sister was saying yesterday that she wanted fans to pray for her sister, and we had heard that Dolly had pulled out of a bunch of shows in Vegas as far as a residency, and the pullout of the residency shows didn't really scare me that much. But then when her sister's online saying, please give prayers to my sister, you're like, oh, this might be real bad. So everybody started to freak out. I made a couple calls too. Now the sister's walking back and apologizing, saying, I want to clear something up. I didn't mean to scare anyone. What scared everybody?
Yeah,
Everyone.
I thought,
I think
oh, no.
it's just a stone.
A kidney stone?
I think so. Stone. I think that's what it was, is what I heard.
Oh.
Not that ain't painful, and I'm not even sure about that, but that's what I got from like my eighth degree source, that it's something like that, not that she's dying, because not doing shows, okay, that sucks, and we hope she has great health and hope she bounces back and she's, in her upper 70s. But then when her sister's online going, please pray for her, you're like, oh no, she's on her deathbed.
I know. I
thought
think
she
I
was
read
dying.
something like her sister was like, I've been up all night praying for my sister.
Yes.
Please and I'm like,
that's scary.
well, this is it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have other people that God should take instead of Dolly. We need Dolly to wait around for a bit.
Yeah, we got another big list.
Yeah, I'd like to volunteer like 4 or 5 people before we even think about that.
Yeah.
So from what I know, we're okay. All right, back in a second.
The Morning Show's official YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Bobby Bones Show, and subscribe today.
Bobby Bones. Bobby Bones Show. Let's go.
I want to go talk to Sarah in Austin, Texas. Sarah, you're on the show. Good morning.
Good morning. It's Eric.
That's
But anyway,
funny. No, you know what, Eric and Sarah, that would be confusing.
I can see that.
And I can see that.
That explains the
And it
pause.
was, yes, and it was written to Sarah. So I apologize. Eric in Austin, go ahead.
So I'm a father of 6-year-olds. And there was a point where my wife and I, it was like the fourth child, and we decided we wanted to go to Disneyland to go watch a movie. And at that time, my fourth daughter, she was maybe like 6, 7 months old. And so we were in the movie, and the baby started crying. And so the attendant came and asked us to leave. And I really got offended at first. It took me a little while to calm down. But then I had to look at the perspective of other people. It's like, people are there to watch a movie. Yeah, it was Disneyland, which is for kids and adults. But the point really was that I had to look at the fact of other people and that it was being disruptive. So I get it. But at the same time, it's like when you have a child, like having 6 kids, my wife and I have learned we don't go shopping with the kids. You go, I shop by phone. So, it's like at certain ages, you can't really take kids out in public because they're going to do stuff and be disruptive. It's part of being a child. So I just wanted to share that.
I appreciate that. And I think there's a line. I think, kids are going to be disruptive and they're going to be loud, and God bless them. But there's a point where if everybody else is paying for something and you're ruining what they've spent their hard-earned money on because of this, it wasn't a baby crying. That's fine. This baby was screaming like it was getting shots.
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6 of them at once. Like they went in, okay, we're now going to have to give you this vaccine. Like that's what we're listening to, that baby getting vaccine shots. Ah!
Yeah, no, it was screeching. My boyfriend just texted me and said when his youngest was a baby that someone at a restaurant told them to get their baby under control.
I mean, that's gutsy.
Yeah,
That's bold. Yeah,
the way
it really
they
is.
said it, the way they said it, he was like, it was really rude. I mean, yes, we had other people he said other people saw the interaction and that they were like, wait, your baby's like not that bad. Like, that was really, really rude. And they ended up taking the baby out, but that's the woman behind them turned around and said, get your baby under control.
Dang.
You know what? A little bit of respect to that nutty woman because I don't have the courage to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be like rude about it, but.
Yes. And if everybody else has paid their money to be there, they didn't pay to be there with a screeching adult or baby or anything. It doesn't have to be a baby.
Yeah.
Katie's on in Jacksonville. We'll do one more call on this. Hello, Katie. Katie, you're on.
Hey.
Hey, go ahead.
So I kind of am siding with the mom on this one. Like, I give props to the man for speaking up and saying something because I do understand people are paying to go and enjoy a meal, but there's a saying that you are entitled to a child-free life, but you're not entitled to a child-free world. I have 2 kids of my own, and to me in the clip, I haven't actually seen the clip. It was kind of hard to tell when I was listening to you guys play it back, but it didn't sound like the baby was actually crying. It sounded like she was just, like, screeching. Was it screeching, or was it an actual, like, screaming cry?
You ever hear, like, a
Screeching
fire
is
alarm go off?
It's like that.
Yeah. It was, or Dumb and Dumber. You want to hear the most annoying sound ever? Ah! But it was that in a baby tone.
Yeah.
So my thing is the baby wasn't actually crying. She was just screeching, right? She said the baby was 8 months old. Around that age, babies are finding their voice and they're making noises. So it's like, even if she did take the baby outside for 2 minutes, she could come back in and the baby's like still making that noise.
Then she goes home.
They're parents. They're allowed to go and enjoy a meal too. Like,
No.
You know what I mean? Like, I can see it from both points of view. Like, if I'm sitting in a restaurant and I hear a toddler screaming, crying, like, yeah, I'm going to be like, okay, that's annoying. But also being a mom of 2 young kids, I feel like, just from the mom side, just get over it. If it's really bothering you that bad, finish your meal and leave.
Oh. Okay. So I do disagree.
Yeah.
Because I'm okay with the crying baby. I am. The crying babies are everywhere. And you know what? I've noticed more babies than ever recently.
Probably because you have one on the way.
That's exactly why I have one on the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you get a car and a green car, and all of a sudden every car out there is green.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing babies everywhere. It's baby palooza out there.
I was
Who
like,
knew?
wow.
But yeah, there's a point to where if everybody else is coming out and they have paid their money to get an experience and they can't get an experience because of something that again, it could be an adult. It doesn't have to be just on a baby. Let's say there's an adult man that's drunk and just singing really loud in a restaurant, annoying everybody.
It's disruptive.
You also have to go.
Right.
Somebody needs to take you outside. So that baby was screeching so loud.
Yeah, I guess it gives me. I'm trying to understand where this caller's coming from because she maybe didn't hear the full clip. Because I don't know how you can hear that full clip and then still think.
Yeah, not want to stab your ears out. Yeah. Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah, because if you see the video or hear the video, it's very clear that the adult should remove the baby from that situation, and the adult might need to go home. Like that just is what it like. It's not the reality. It's like we shouldn't have to be like, oh, there's babies in the world. It should be like, oh yeah, I'm an adult and I can remove the screaming baby from the public. And the dad, I like the dad that just called in. He was like, I was offended at first. I didn't get it. But when I take a step back and consider other people's perspective, I'm like, oh, I get it now. So sometimes you just maybe need to step back.
Well, you also said something earlier in the show that I liked. That was, if you're in a place where you can't get rid of the baby, like take it outside, like an airplane, we all just have to deal with it.
Yes.
Like that sucks for you. I'm very sorry, and I know that you're going through it. So I'm just going to be like, man, that sucks. I'm going to be quiet, and I understand you actually can't walk outside with a baby, and I feel sorry for you.
Yeah,
that
like a
sucks.
train, a plane.
A train. Where are you? You in Europe or what?
Well, I was just trying to think like places where you can't remove
Amy's
yourself.
a hobo. Amy's a hobo with one of those sticks in a bag.
No, there could be like an Amtrak.
Not
You're
here.
like headed from Florida to DC or something, and you are next to a screaming baby. Like there's not much you can do.
You can walk to another cart.
Okay, well,
Give them a little bit. Give them a little bit.
True. Yes, you could do that. But yeah, we have more grace and compassion in an airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be anti-baby because I'm not. I'm just
You're
anti.
not.
I'm
No one's anti-baby.
I'm anti that parent because that baby's gonna do what that baby's gonna do.
Listen, the four of us
We never
rarely
agree on anything.
anything, and
Right.
we all think that this is a little ridiculous.
Thank you for the call. I appreciate that. And we don't have to do more of these because it's just going to be mostly 80% because I'm looking at them agreeing with us and 20% saying Bobby doesn't have a baby and Amy's never had a baby. That's it.
So shush.
So that's basically what it was going to be. If we took 10 calls, that would be what it would be. If you have anything else you want to call about,
but you know
though,
what? We were babies.
That's true. Good
Oh
point.
yeah, you'll never
And
forget that.
I remember being like 6 months. And being like,
No, you don't.
No, listen. I'm being like, I shouldn't screech. I just am going to cry.
Oh, you remember that at a restaurant?
Yeah. I remember like, really having that discipline. Like, I really want to screech right now.
But if you did screech, you removed yourself.
I walked out myself and tied myself to the bike rack because I didn't want, for my parents to think I was going to go away. So I just tied myself to the bike rack outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's that. Thank you all for listening. Again, you can call us. We're probably not going to do many more calls on this. But if you have something else, 877-77-BOBBY.